At this time, we would ask that you please rise if you're able and honor America with the playing of our national anthem. For tonight's starting lineups, first for the visiting Mariners, a freshman guard from Stockholm, Sweden, number 12, C.J. Lillquist. A sophomore guard from Orlando, Florida, number 2, Josiah Dancy. A junior guard from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 5, Marcus Ramirez. A junior center from Stuttgart, Germany, number 21, Kurt Hines. And a junior guard from Littleton, Colorado, number 22, Carter Rubin. The Mariners are coached by Daniel Neely and assisted by Eleni Tavari. And now, tonight's stars for your Husson University Eagles. At guard, a graduate student from Clinton, Maine, number 0, Derek Collins. At guard, a junior from Camarillo, California, number 3, Lyle Neff. At center, a senior from Thompson, Maine, number 22, Jared Balder. At guard, a freshman from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, number 25, Andre McCauley. And at guard, a senior from Brooklyn, New York, number 1, Jeremy Moranta. The head coach for Husson University in his 30th season is Warren Caruso. He is assisted by Will Taylor, John Clark, Justin Thompson, and Jay Thomas.
Welcome everybody inside the Newman Gymnasium for the North Atlantic Conference home opener for the Husson University Eagles. Ethan Moss here alongside Ryan Barnes, excited to bring you today's matchup. The Eagles come into this one at 7-1, the Mariners at 5-3, both of them undefeated in conference coming into this one. It's going to be an important matchup when it comes to playoff seeding. The Eagles need to continue this hot streak and bounce back after a loss just a couple of days ago on the road. Got a bounce back opportunity here with Jared Balzer coming back into the lineup, and it's going to be a battle off of the glass today.
Definitely Balzer coming in. After missing the past couple games, he's going to compete against Hines there. The real stars up front on the glass, and it's all going to come down to who can come away.
Well, Hines will win the first battle there for the first basket of the game over the top of Balzer. And Hines leading the nation at the Division III level, 14.9 rebounds per game, as Cutting Maranta, tough basket, doesn't go, rebounded by the Mariners. And the Eagles, as a team, one of the best in the nation, 6th overall in rebounds per game. So this is a great matchup to try to watch. Cutting inside, and a great finish there from Ljekvist. The freshman guard out of Sweden. Here's Neff taking it up the court for the Eagles. He'll dish it out to McCauley, back over to Maranta. Now Neff, top of the key, feeds it into Balzer. Good ball movement from the Eagles early on. Maranta cutting inside, gets the foul, and one.
Excellent ball movement all around there. Passed the ball every which way. Almost reminded me of the Harlem Globetrotters. And a perfect dime right under the hoop for Maranta to finish it off. And I've noticed in past couple games and even past couple seasons, the guys you pitch it in right by the glass. It's usually to a big guy. But for this team, it's Maranta, and he gets it done.
Maranta really sneaky, athletic, and can really get up there. Works well in the paint. And getting 7.6 rebounds per game. So a great average to have, especially as a 6'1" guard. Second on the team in that category, only behind Balzer. There goes the Mariners. Here's Hines. He's going to dish it out to Ramirez. Tough handle, gets it back. Hines looks to cut inside. Ramirez off the screen. Floater is good. 6-3, the opening advantage for the Mariners as here's Colin. Working against Ramirez, goes deep on the outlet to Neff. Way out wide now. McCauley wide open three. Contested, in and out. Fighting for that rebound. Clear foul from Balzer, and the Mariners will have it.
Pretty sure they're going to get him with over the back there. He's just a little too aggressive going for that rebound.
Sometimes it's a little hard to control the size that you have, especially if you're working against a smaller guard like he was with Dancy there. Here's Hines with the top of the key on Balzer. Feed pass in, and the foul. Neff thinks he got all ball on that. But a good cut in from Dancy. Draws the foul and will go to the line.
Pressure was there, and Neff was pretty much all over him, and he must have. It's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but it was a good effort at least, physically.
Sophomore guard will shoot two. Dancy averaging about 13 points per game, 13.1 to be exact, shooting at 47% from the field. Has been also very good at the line for the Mariners, one of the top players on this team. Missed the second one, rebounded by Balzer. Eagles will take it up the court, down by 4. Here's Neff, now over to Maranta behind the back. Driving in, puts up a floater. This one will roll in. Maranta responsible for all 5 of the Eagles' points so far. Now cutting inside Danby, back out wide. They're going to go top of the key. Big man thought about the 3. Going to go back out to Lejekvist for the 3, and that one is good. Mariners can't seem to miss at the moment. And the Eagles' defense that has been great so far. Here's Neff trying to respond, and he does.
Lejekvist and Neff trading threes back to back. It's a 2-point game right now, and we're in for a very high scoring one, and in what should be a great conference matchup.
Yeah, absolutely. The Eagles are averaging about 84 points per game, which is a very high total for this team, especially through 8 games in the season. And through 8 games in the season, we're seeing some national rankings creep up for the Eagles. 6th in assist and turnover ratio, 1.64, so they're about 157 assists to 96 turnovers, a very good number to have nationally, and consequently 5th in assists per game at 19.6. And we talked about it being 5th in the nation in rebounds per game, 47.5, and 2nd in defensive rebounds per game. So again, that matchup with Hines able to really gobble up a lot off the glass. How does that match up with the Eagles, and see how they can respond to somebody who can get them like that?
Well, a lot of conference competition that we have seen in prior years, a lot of it's come from Maine Maritime as a whole. We've seen Hines come in almost just like that, just kind of force himself into the glass and put it in. Then you have guys from Farmington when Terrian Moss was there, and he kind of killed Husson and pretty much everyone else on the outside, kind of played the outside game. And I feel like that has created a balance of what Husson needs to look out for. And I do feel like they're well prepared for this. They got the big guys. They got Balzer back. You got Colin. You got size on McCauley and Neff, too. So you got the guys that can match up physically. It's all about actually converting and coming away with it.
Eagles, a very adaptive team, have been able to defend the perimeter and inside very well all season. McCauley misses from deep, rebounded by the Mariners. But they've been adaptable. They've shown a lot of growth. This team has, and especially the new players on the team. It's been exciting to watch so far through 8 games. See how this continues for the Eagles. Here's Hines, cutting pass inside, missed the handle. That was Rubin.
Especially with the way this game has gone so far, you got to convert off the turnovers. You got to take the chances that are given to you, and you got to convert on them.
Maranta back to Neff, thought about the 3, pulls up, now back out wide. Neff again, here's the 3 ball off the front of the rim, rebounded by Balzer with the putback, no good, and a foul. Mariners will take back over. Foul once again called on Balzer. With that, we will see Balzer come out for Lewis.
You got Hines the first time, and he was able to get over him without really having any physical contact. Got the foul on that second effort of stopping him. But overall, it's going to be stuff like that that's going to keep Husson to this one.
Here's Hines, back over to Little Jackfist inside. Going to have to go out wide. And they're going to say he went out of bounds, trying to get around Maranta, defending closely.
You almost have a second chance effort here to convert off turnovers.
Maranta inside. Lewis almost didn't get it. Able to go back to it. Here's Neff now cutting inside behind the back. Good finish and good.
Highlight reel play from Neff there.
That's what you need him to do if you are Coach Caruso. Need him to get those finishes inside and hit those threes. Now we are the Mariners with Ramirez. Now Little Jackfist. Hines back to Little Jackfist for the 3. In and out. Lewis with the rebound. Here's Colin inside. Lewis will take a 3 of his own off the back iron. Rebounded by Colin, looking for somewhere to go with it. Double teamed inside, try to feed it over to Lewis. And the attempt to keep it alive by Dancy goes over to his bench. Eagles will keep possession.
Just to go back to that play by Neff. Great dish out to the outside by Maranta. Neff coming in behind the back. And he's able to just switch directions and come back to bury that one.
Here's McCauley back out to Neff. Thought about the 3, now inside to Lewis. That one poked. Good hands from Ramirez to get that out of bounds. Eagles will have to try again. Now here's Neff off the inbound, trying to work around. Now here's Maranta cutting inside. Gets it over to Lewis, had nowhere to go with it. Takes the 3 from deep off the back iron again. Trying to get a finish here are the Eagles, can't seem to do it, and finally Dancy will come down with the rebound as the Mariners take possession back over. Here's Ramirez with that, he'll dish it back out. Hines now inside. Ramirez 3 ball, gonna be off wide. Lewis with the rebound. Toronto will take it up quickly, back to Neff for 3. Got it. Hot start from the Mariners. Starting to cool down a little bit as the Eagles now back down by 1. Good ball movement still from Maine Maritime as another 3 ball goes off the front iron. Neff with the rebound. Gonna slow down the tempo here a little bit. Gets the screen from Lewis. Thought about it. Now McCauley on the wing, gonna feed it inside. Lewis with the fadeaway goes air ball. And a foul on Colin will send him to the line. Chance to tie this one up.
Great job there by Colin getting the offensive rebound off the miss from Lewis, getting that second chance, drawing the foul, and you're getting the chances. you're putting yourself onto the line. You're giving guys fouls.
Collins sinks the first one. We'll see Maranta subbed out for Luke Caruso.
In the game for the Eagles, number 20, Luke Caruso. For the Mariners, number 4, Caden Horner, and number 23, James Raptor.
Caden Horner also into the game for the Mariners. Second free throw is good from Collin. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Puts the Eagles out in front now, 15-4, as Ehlers will come in for the graduate guard. Now Horner will inbound to Dancy. Not a whole lot of room to go. Eagles go full court press. Macaulay now, as they feed it back. Double teamed on the wing. They're going to say out of bounds, Eagles ball. Seamus Retief couldn't keep the feet inside.
That is the on-ball pressure you want. Make him make the mistakes. Make him give the ball over.
Lewis, not a whole lot of room to work with there, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Mariners foul number 2.
A couple of quick fouls from the Mariners, as Ramirez coming back in for Dancy after getting subbed out for about a minute. They're going to say the foul was not in the act of shooting, it appears. So Neff will inbound to Lewis. Trying to get the attention of the rest of his team. Neff now with a 3. That one's good. Well, after all that confusion, Neff just decides to do it himself off the quick pass from Lewis. Now Eagles up by 4. Corner now, little Jack fist. Quick pressure from Caruso, shakes his defender. Little Jack fist, the spin move, loses the handle. Now inside, fouled from behind. Caruso wants to travel on Hines, but Hines will go to the line, fouled in the act of shooting by Lewis.
Hines going to the line for the first time today. He's coming into this one shooting 72% from the stripe, 23 for 32.
This is the first one. It's important to, as a big man, especially you're drawing a lot of fouls with that kind of size, to be able to sink the free throws. And 71, a good clip to be shooting at, goes 1 for 2 on this trip. As Neff now coming back the other way, gives it out to Lewis. Macaulay now over to Ehlers, getting his first touch of the game. Here's Caruso. 3-ball from Neff is good. Neff cannot seem to miss from beyond the arc. Here's Horner. Now back to Ramirez, working on Macaulay. Neff gets his hands in there, and the steal. Loses the handle, but sticks with it, as Neff will slow it down. Gets the pass off to Macaulay, gets it right back. Thought about the 3, taking that heat check. Now he's going to drive in, dish it over, and that one is stolen by Hines, trying to get it to Lewis. Quick pass over to Ramirez. Now wide open on the wing for a 3-ball off the front iron. That was Retief. Now Neff again going to take it up, working on Horner. Now Caruso drives in. Ehlers' pull-up jumper is good.
Such fluent basketball being played by the Eagles right now. They came off, started this one a little shaky. They were able to hit shots, but Maine Maritime was the one getting all these chances, converting. And Husson is coming away right now. 6-point lead into this timeout.
We're going to step aside for this timeout. 23-17 your score through just about half of the first half. Back out of the break, the Eagles will have it as Neff takes it up the court. 10:45 left to play in this first half. Neff goes inside, now gets it back. Here's Caruso on the perimeter, going to drive in, fade away. No good. Mariners will have it off the rebound. Comes Darcy trying to feed it into Hines. Quick pass back to Hines. Really trying to get that offense running through him. Fouled on the play by Lewis, and the good finish from Retief. Retief, apologize. Gets it to go.
Looked like Lewis was the one that got hit on that one.
On the line for one shot, in the game for the Eagles.
Going to give his second foul regardless.
Number 30.
Both the Eagles big men in trouble with Lewis and Balzer. They're going to look to the freshman to try and help out in the post. I say a push-off foul. And the Eagles will have it. Kyle O'Hare, the freshman out of Tampa Bay, Florida, standing at 6'7", is going to come into this one. Has been out for a little bit with some injuries, in and out of the rotation for the Eagles, but looks healthy and can really stretch the court with that size. Long arms as well. Here's Caruso for a three off the back, and rebounded by the Mariners. Kept alive on a good play there by Rubin, as here is Horner taking it up the court, working on Lau, fresh into the game. Here's Ramirez trying to drive in, gets it over the top and banks it in. Here's Lau working on Ramirez, trying to do it himself. Blocked from behind, but collected by O'Hare. Off to Caruso, banks that one in, and a way to stick with it from the Eagles. O'Hare corralling it, gets it over to Caruso for the finish. Now here's Hines working it inside to Maranta. That's easy. Over the top and the quick deuce. Mariners crowd starting to come alive a little bit on the opposite side of the gymnasium. Traveling well, of course, from Castine as Maranta tries to get the finish, but over the top and gets the rebound, and then the putback for Kyle O'Hare. Excited to see how his career plays out here, and is looking good through his first 4 games. Stolen by Maranta. Hines wasn't paying attention. Here he goes. Gets it to go. Hits the deck hard. But the steal and the finish from Maranta. Can't take your eyes off of him.
I don't think any of us saw Maranta coming on that when he just appeared, taking the ball and finishing through contact.
There's Hines working on O'Hare. Almost loses the handle now. Triple team stolen by Ehlers. Here come the Eagles back the other way. Now Ehlers driving in, feeds it over to O'Hare. Banked off. Ehlers gets it. Kept alive, somehow not fouled. And finally a foul called on the Eagles. And it's going to start to get to some more messy basketball as this one goes on. Of course, this rivalry between the Mariners and Eagles runs pretty intensely through all the sports that they play each other in. And it starts to come out.
Definitely with Castine being right down the road. And just, I mean, we've seen it through just a few sports across every season that it's always a different level when Husson and Maine Maritime play each other.
There's Maranta through the finish. They're going to say he drew the charge, or had the block rather. Maranta will go to the line. That was another steal there by Caruso as well. Eagles have had very active hands the last few possessions, being able to tally 3 steals in 4 possessions. Maranta at the line. There's the first one.
Returning for the Mariners, number 12, CJ Williams.
Second free throw from Maranta is no good, as Ehlers will collect the rebound through a lot of contact And the foul called on Ehlers. Both teams there trying to make their case for getting a foul called. And the two of Ehlers and Riftis will make amends. Here's Riftis with it. Gonna dish it out to Horner. Back to Hines. Nobody there for the pass, and that goes straight into the hands of Riles Neff on the bench. Eagles take it back off another turnover by the Mariners. Eagles tried to hurry it up. Mariners had a couple of subs coming in.
So do we count that as a steal for Neff?
I don't think that counts. I don't think you can get a steal on the bench, unfortunately. I don't know. We'll have to talk to our scorers about that. Here's Ehlers now. Hands it off to Maranta. O'Hare will give it off. Here's Caruso in the corner. Eagles will have it off the foul by Rubin. Mariners really trying to stack up some height now. They've had trouble getting those boards. Ehlers, quick shot, and that one's good. Ehlers has really come into his own. Struggled a little bit in a couple of games this season, but other than that has been nothing short of fantastic off of the bench for Coach Caruso. Free ball from the Mariners is good. Rubin knocks it down from deep. Here's Alau with it. He'll slow it down, trying to work off the screen. Loses the handle, O'Hare scoops it up. Here's Caruso now. Dishes it to Ehlers. He loses that handle, and that one picked up by Horner. Quick feed inside to Hines. They're going to run over O'Hare. That'll be a foul before the shot.
Eagles foul number 14. Kyle O'Hare, his second. Team foul number 7.
They're calling that in the act of shooting? Here's they are. Oh, never mind. I can't count correctly. Eagles, the Mariners in the bonus now, so
it happens.
Going to the line automatically.
It happens.
You know, sometimes just not very observant when it counts.
There's a reason we're journalism majors.
There's a reason I'm not on the court.
Was he in the lane there?
I'm going to say a violation there. I believe they called him on the line, yeah. So Eagles will have it. The free throw made it is no good. Ramirez will come back into the game for the Mariners as Horner will take a break. And Neff back in. There's Alau going inside over the top. And O'Hare with a great bounce gets it back. Tries to finish and is fouled. Will shoot two. O'Hare really got up there to get over the top of Hines. And again, that's not an easy thing to do. Hines at 6'8", O'Hare at 6'7". About a foot of clearance over the arms of Hines.
At least I don't think I've seen anyone jump that high. I mean, besides Maranta, probably. But he quite literally got up half of Hines' height.
Yeah, that was a good show of athleticism. See why we were excited to really get to watch O'Hare for the first time on the home court. Knocks both of them down. Eagles now up by 8, 34-26. With 6 minutes, 10 seconds left to play here in this first half. Trying to do it all himself. Quick pass outside to Ramirez, contested by Neff. That's a three ball, and that one's good. Marcus Ramirez knocks it down, and a tough shot. Ehlers will swish it out to Neff, who's going to cut inside. Thought about it, that one's blocked by Hines. That looked a little too easy for Hines to block.
Well, by a good couple inches, he's the tallest guy on this court, and when you're that tall, sometimes you don't need much effort.
Here's Neff with it again, cutting inside Thought about going over the top of Hines. Instead, gets it to O'Hare. Floater. No good. Hines comes up with a rebound and gets it out to Dancy. Now taking it up, working on Neff. He's going to just take it inside again. Tries to get it to go. But O'Hare comes down with it as Neff is going to push this pace. Going right at Hines. Going to attack him back out wide. Ehlers driving in. Floater off the front rim. And collected by Hines. He'll give it off to Dancy, who will slow it down. There's Ramirez back to Dancy, playing deep. Eagles have done a great job of getting to the handler of the ball very quickly. Hines almost lost that handle out of bounds, working on O'Hare, who's playing really tough. That one will go, and the foul.
That's what we've seen all night so far from Hines. Just forcing inside, getting to the glass, and
Number 0, Garrett Collins, and number 25, Andre McCauley. Hines shooting one for the Mariners.
forcing these points.
James Baptist returning for the Mariners.
Hines with the chance to bring the Mariners back within 2, misses it. And now Neff with it. Eagles go back to the guard lineup. Floater from Neff is good over the top. He can just take a shot from anywhere. Here's Dancy now working with it on Neff. Tries to get around the screen. Hines takes a long time on this 3-ball, and that one's no good. Rebounded by the Eagles. Quick pass up. Here's Maranta going with it, gets the finish.
That's what you guys are so special at, the coast to coast and making it look so smooth.
Pass from Hines goes out wide, trying to get it to Dancy. Instead finds the Eagles bench. Good hands there from Charlie Katsiafikis.
In the game for the Eagles, number 4, Eric Ehlers.
Ehlers goes back into the game. O'Hare comes out. I think that's a sign from Caruso. He's not scared of Hines. No size advantage for the Eagles as Neff will just knock down another one.
18 points already surpassing his season average just in the first, was it 16 and a half minutes?
Just about. Grizzle Jackfist working on Ehlers. Now quick pressure from Colin on Hines. Really trying to work down this shot clock inside 4. Got to get this shot off. Darcy will just come up way short as Maranta gets that one over to McCauley. Off the backboard, but the foul. McCauley will shoot 2.
Starts down the defensive end with the Eagles, just staying on him, forcing him to miss it himself. He brought the pressure onto you, no foul there. He missed the shot, you bring right across. Drawing the fouls, McCauley. Now he's at the line for 2 to extend this lead past 9.
The Eagles just continuing a really good stretch of great defense. Like I said, swarming to the ball carrier, putting a lot of pressure on any open shots, not leaving anybody open for very long. And it's starting to pay off after the Mariners seemed like they couldn't miss the first few minutes of this game and have since slowed down. Now Eagles up by 11. Just about 3 minutes left to play in the first half. Here's Ramirez with it now. Gets it over to Hines. He's going to hand it back to Riftis. Puts up a tough shot. That looked awkward. May have been fouled on that play as well. But here goes Maranta. Almost gets that one to go after taking a tough hit from Riftis.
I think they call that foul on the floor anyway, but either way, great effort by Maranta. He'll be going to the line anyways. Not like where it happened matters. Still, you got the double bonus.
At the line, the Eagles, Jeremy Morocco.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen this kind of physical on-ball defense that we've seen from the Eagles in the past. Even you could say so far this season, but you could go back a couple years and you still have not seen this kind of pressure.
Well, the Eagles, like I said in the pregame, adaptability has been really the story of how the Eagles have been so good to start this season. Being able to adapt to each team and being able to adapt mid-game as well is so important. And they've done a fantastic job of doing that both offensively and defensively, but again, especially defensively. Running full court press here as well. Got to get it up. Almost ran out of time to get it past mid-court there. As Dancy just tried to get around Neff. Looked like he lost the handle while trying to cut around and just plowed right into Neff head first. Lost it out of bounds, but it'll stick with the Mariners. Here's Ramirez with McCauley on him. Now Hines, top of the key. Got to get inside now. Dancy. Dancing inside and swatted away by Neff. Comes down with it as well. Now over to Maranta. That one swatted down. Here's Colin. Can't get it to go, but the foul. And Colin will be shooting two.
It's the second chance points. Neff with the block down there, getting his own rebound, getting out to Maranta. He misses that, but not long before Derek Collin coming in, getting that rebound, drawing the foul there on Hines. 3 already. 2 minutes left in this first half. That is something huge that we should be looking out for. Got to force him. We've even seen last year in the game that Maine Maritime came here for. We were actually on a TV-style broadcast for that one. And it was all about getting Hines in foul trouble, and that's exactly what Husson is doing right now.
Colin will miss the first one. Trying to knock down the second one and gets it to go. Now Eagles up by 14. That took me a little bit longer than I thought it should.
But again, journalism majors.
Math, not our strong suit. Here's Dancy working on McCauley. Trying to run out this clock. Here's Marcus Gibson with the top of the key. Not looking to move with it. Now inside 5. Trying to put up a shot is Liljek. And that one no good. Rebounded by Maranta. Quick pass into Ehlers. Off the backboard and in. Ehlers with a quick 2. Maranta playing quarterback right there. Long pass. And a timeout called by the Mariners. Eagles leading this one 47-31. Minute 34 left to play in the first half. We'll be right back on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back out of the break. Here's Dancy taking it up the court for the Mariners, trying to claw back into this one before the half is over, but stolen by McCauley. Here's Maranta on the fast break, trying to feed it over to Neff, who's going to almost save that one. Ran out of real estate to track that one down. And Mariners will have it with Dancy again taking it up the court. Gibson tried to get it back over to Rubin, and that one goes out of bounds. 1:05 left to go. Here's Neff. Far side wing. Puts up a jumper right at the free throw line. That one will not fall in. Collin with the rebound. Triple teamed, and they will mercifully give the foul. Collin just trying to hold on to that for dear life. The Eagles will have it. Trying to feed it into Maranta, nobody to go to. McCauley now back deep. Will direct the offense as he tries to drive in. Collin wasn't in the right spot. And a turnover, Mariners ball. Now Dancy again working on Neff, trying to get around that screen, now into Collin. Still working with it, good handling there. Gibson now top of the key, he's gonna hand it off to Rubin. Working on Maranta back outside. Now Ramirez directing some traffic. Goes back outside, thought about the three. McCauley gets there quickly. And Liljek can't get it to go. Maranta will scoop it up off the floor. Now here's Neff feeding it into Ehlers. Couldn't get the handle in time. Now Maranta back to McCauley. And now Neff will take it down. Inside, 10 seconds, shot clock turned off. He's gonna go this one all the way down. Inside 5, makes a couple defenders miss, and the easy basket from Derek Collin. And that's how this first half will end. A great play to end it. 49-31 as we will head to the locker room here on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Back out of the breaks, Ethan Moss here alongside Ryan Barnes on the Husson Eagles Sports Network. Eagles up 18 coming out of the locker room, 49-31. We've just got about a minute left before we kick off this second half, but we want to highlight some stats. The main story, again, we said this is going to come down to a battle on the glass. Now that battle has been very lopsided in the favor of the Eagles. They've done a great job of limiting the boards for the Mariners.
Definitely 25-10, as you mentioned, the differential in rebounds, and the biggest part of it is limiting Kurt Hines. That's exactly what Husson's doing. Hines with 4 rebounds right now, and there's 2 Eagles with more than that today. Kyle O'Hare in the limited minutes, the 6 minutes, 6 rebounds. That's something to keep an eye on. And Derek Collin with 5, and just all around, just pure domination on the boards by Husson. And you have to keep going in the second half, because the moments you let your guard up, Hines and the rest of these Mariners will come back to punish you.
And you've touched a lot on second chance points for the Eagles. They've been able to get that a lot with those offensive rebounds, which is not what the Mariners are doing. They don't have a single offensive rebound throughout that whole first half. So again, battle of the glass. Eagles are winning it pretty handily so far, trying to keep that momentum in the second half, keep knocking down those shots. Ride the hot hand with Neff and Maranta. Neff with 18, Maranta with 12. And keep trying to put Kurt Hines in foul trouble with 3 so far. So keep trying to work on the big man. As we get set to start off this second half, inbounding will be Marcus Ramirez on the near side. Now the Mariners attacking right to left on the side of your screen, and a quick turnover. Here goes McCauley back the other way as Ramirez lost the handle. Maranta with the offensive rebound. Now here's Balzer, top of the key, feeds it into McCauley, loses the handle, and eventually collects it right in front of his bench. Now here's Neff slowing down the tempo a little bit. Balzer back into the game, seen his first action in about 10 minutes of play. Here's Maranta, is going to dish it inside to him, working on Hines, gets it to go over the top of Hines. And Balzer, same height as Hines, but it looks like a good strength advantage over the big man out of Germany. Tough layup attempt there from Dancy, tried to go around the back. And here's Maranta on the fast break. Almost got it around Hines, who collects the rebound, plays quarterback up to Dancy. And the rest of the offense waiting to get up there. Hines off the backboard and collected by the Eagles as Neff will charge in, loses the handle, and boy, we're in a track meet at the moment. As here's Ramirez to slow it down. Working on McCauley on the far side, inside now to Hines, trying to get around Balzer, gets it to go on the tough basket. And the Mariners respond. Collin now drives in, thought about going over the big man. Now here's Balzer. Over the top, can't get it to go, rebounded by the Mariners. That was Lejekvist. Now Hines, again on Balzer, trying to get it out. Now here's Darcy. Fans looking for a travel there, it appeared to my eyes as well. Now here's Darcy, off the screen from Hines, can't get it to go. Balzer with the rebound. Now Maranta has it. Taking it up the court, quick pass into McCauley, wide open, and couldn't get it, a little too hot.
He had the lane there, he was right there, no in front of him. Looked like would have been an easy layup, but McCauley unable to reel it in.
Lejekvist gets called for the carry. And the Eagles again will take back over. Maranta will inbound on the near side. Neff goes to McCauley, now Maranta. Neff top of the key, feeds it into Balzer. Looking for a way to get some scoring. Quick feed in. Maranta trying to get double teamed, and McCauley cuts the wrong way off that pass. Goes out of bounds, another turnover for the Eagles. As the offensive fireworks have slowed down a little bit to open up this second half. Here's Dancy, dishes it back out wide, 3-ball, no good. Colin collects. Trying to stretch the court to Maranta, tough fadeaway, goes a little too strong. Dancy again taking it quickly up the court. Gonna go out wide to Rubin, who cuts inside. Now Hines, quick feed in, can't get it to go, trying to be around the back of the net. Here's Neff, wide open 3 from Maranta, doesn't take it and gets it right back to Neff. There was nobody even close to contesting that. But Neff will feed it over on the high pass to Balzer. Nowhere to go, out of bounds, and the Eagles will maintain possession. Neff to inbound, underneath the rim, gonna feed it over to Maranta, quick basket, up and good. Now Eagles up 20. Here's Hines with it. Ramirez, and they're going to call foul on Ramirez. The Eagles are going to take it again. A lot of times you find yourself down and you start to make a lot of mental mistakes. And you see it there with the Mariners. 3 fouls on 3 straight trips to their half of the court. Eagles take it right back. That's a position you can't really find yourself in if you're down big. You want to try to mount that comeback. Limit the mental errors. That's the key right there. 3-ball from Neff goes short. Rebounded by the Mariners, but knocked away and out of bounds. It's going to be Eagles ball.
Biggest thing, too, you're up 20, and you just forced that 4th foul on Hines. He's run away, then he fouls out, and that problem's not there, and you hold him to 11 points as well.
Hines becomes the game plan, or the focus of the game plan, and obviously that's paying off well as here goes Neff. Dishes it out to the big man. Now Maranta going to cut inside. Back to Neff on the corner for 3. That one falls short. Rebounded Liljeqvist. Look out wide. Ramirez, they're going to swap sides of the court. Darcy now. Inside Gibson. Inside 10 on the shot clock. Shakes his man, takes the deep 3 for Liljeqvist. Balzer will collect the easy board. Now here's Maranta. Spin move, inside, loses it. Collected by Balzer. Now back to Maranta. Floater from Maranta, off the back iron, rebounded by Gibson. Here's Dancy. As Gibson has it top of the key, he'll take a 3 off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Maranta. Now Colin will drive in, working on Liljeqvist. Gets Gibson to miss. Quick pass over to Balzer. Can't get that first shot to go. Second chance shot is no good. Rebounded by Liljeqvist. Back out to Ramirez as they stretch the court now inside. Here's Gibson working on Balzer. Dancy trying to get it out to Ramirez. Sets the screen for Liljeqvist, trying to get inside, loses the handle. Here's McCauley on the fast break. Off the rim. Gibson tried to block that one. But McCauley will take the easy 2.
We saw him a couple times during the warm-ups before the second half started. I thought we were about to get a slam there.
I inhaled, ready to give a great call for that, but time will have to wait. Here's Gibson, top of the key, working on Balzer. Trying to get it to somebody inside 10. And a kickball. Mariners will have it underneath the rim. And a good set of substitutions as well. Jack Banks coming in, as well as Caden Horner. And Seamus Raftis as well. Ehlers and Lewis come in for the Eagles as well. Balzer and Colin will go take a break.
Maine Maritime going a little smaller on this one.
Nowhere to go. Timer runs out on the shot clock. The Eagles will have it back. Good trap in the corner. That was Lewis and Ehlers really doing a good job of making it hard for Dancy to get anything. There's McCauley gonna drive in, puts up a floater. That one's good, too easy from Andre McCauley. Now here's Banks with it, gonna slide it in to Gibson. Banks again, working around the screen, set by Gibson, gets it back out. Here's Raftis for three and gets it to go. Coley dishes it to Maranta, now to Ehlers, top of the key for Lewis. Great ball movement from the Eagles again. Here's Lewis cutting inside, loses his footing, keeps the ball alive, still on the court, and finally the held ball. Mariners will have it on the sideline.
Looking like you're going for Neff there.
Now Dancy taking it up the court. Again, working on Neff. Quick cutting inside as Banks gets that one to go. Now back within 20. 57-38, the current score. 12 minutes left to play as McCauley drives in, runs over a man. And the Mariners will take right back over.
Corner there drawing that offensive foul.
There's Dancy now. Top of the key to Gibson, takes the three off the back iron. Rebounded by Maranta, who somehow came down with that one. Now on the fast break, Maranta draws the contact. Hits the floor hard, can't get the basket to go. He'll go to the line to shoot two.
His first, team second. Shooting two for the Eagles, Jeremy Maranta.
Maranta with 14. Catching up to Neff, who's had a quiet second half. Offensively, at least, but has done a great job of controlling some ball movement, dishing it out to where it needs to go. Maranta goes 2 for 2 at the line. And we'll take a break as Caruso will come into the game. Now they're running it around. Dancy on the near side, gets that one tipped by Neff. Here he goes back the other way. Got to work on Gibson to get this one up. Gets it over the top and can't get it to go. Looking for the foul. Ehlers with the second chance gets that one done.
Again, just dominated the offensive glass there. Ehlers with the second chance put back. First half, 9 second chance points for the Eagles, and they're still adding it on.
Keep shooting threes, can't get it to go, but get their first offensive rebound of the game. That's Caden Horner, able to come down with it. Ehlers tries to go over the top, can't get it to go. McCauley tries the same thing, banks it in.
McCauley update now.
You see Hines getting ready to come back in. Now Gibson, straightaway three, no good. Here's Neff again, coming back the other way. Gonna slow it down. No need to rush. Up by 25. McCauley, three ball of his own, and that's some string music right there. McCauley knocks it down from deep. Dancy working inside, trying to get the handle on that one. Gibson tough around the back. And Lewis will reject that one. Here's McCauley now working around, tries the Euro step, and draws the foul. Hines will come back in. Henke coming into the game, as well as Allow for the Eagles. McCauley and Neff are subbed out. Allow inbounds. Caruso on the far side gets around the screen from Lewis, drives inside. Now Henke back to Allow. Gonna take it to Darcy. Spin move off the glass, no good. Rebounded, collected by Hines. Now Hines, top of the key, hands it off to Horner. Back outside to Dancy. Now here's Frank. Back to Dancy, gonna cut inside. Trying to get it through a lot of Eagles, and Allow comes down with the rebound. And good handles to stick with it. Trying to go back the other way, almost lost it. Still sticking with it. Now Lewis, almost a straightaway three, gets it to go. Eagles are pouring it on here. 9 minutes left to play, up by 31. It's been an exclamation point so far to open up conference play at the Newman Gymnasium. A 31-point advantage has been the story.
An absolute statement to the conference, as after Taryn Moss graduated from UMaine Farmington, and Husson was always up there, but then that next team that was right there has always been Maine Maritime. To come out with 9 minutes to go, a 31-point lead over the Mariners.
Here's Hines now working inside. We'll dish it back out, but that one's stolen by Henke on the fast break. Euro step, that one a foul. And Henke will be going to the line. Foul was called on Ramirez.
It almost seems like this foul trouble is really getting to Hines there. It seems like he knows he has 4 fouls, and he's starting to become a little reluctant to actually get in physically and actually force.
Puts him off his game almost.
Yeah.
Very physical player, almost had a lane violation there, or a violation on the free throw there, but able to keep his balance just in time. Now here's Rubin, dish it out to Raftis. Working on Henke, double team, gets it back out to Hines, loses the handle. Caruso steals it on the fast break again. Here goes Caruso off the backboard, no good, and put back by Ehlers.
Ehlers joining the 10-point club, as well as yet more points off second chance efforts.
Hines almost lost the handle there. They're going to call a foul on Henke. Raftis was in on that. Again, statement for the conference. This one into Hines. Now working around is Rubin, trying to get it over the top of Caruso. Gets it to go off the glass. Now here's Allow taking it up the court. Takes that three, gets it to go. Eagles cannot miss. They're trying to push this one to 40. 76 to 40, a 36-point advantage for the Eagles. Now here's Hines trying to get it inside, working on Lewis. Gets him to jump, draws the foul. Again, that battle of off the glass has been very lopsided in the favor of the Eagles, and that's been a huge part of why they're up so big Makes the first one for Hines. Now up to 12 on the day. Here's a Lowell. Drives inside, loses the handle. Hines will scoop it up. That one's knocked out by Lowell. It's going to be a scrum on the floor. And great job from Lowell to get back to that ball. Fans are loving it. Coach Caruso loves it. And the Eagles have it back.
That's the kind of play you want. You want someone to go for all those loose balls. You want someone to play with as much physicality, and that is exactly what Tope Alau is doing.
It's important to note the last time the Mariners and the Eagles squared off back in February of this year. Final score was 86-75, and that was in overtime. Now the Eagles well out in front of that pace. 7:14 left to play, and they have 76 to the Mariners 42. Henke will inbound to Caruso. Now to Alau, working on Ramirez, inside to Ehlers. Jumper rolls around, rebounded by Hines. For a man averaging almost 15 boards per game, he's been very quiet. Eagles have done a great job of limiting his action inside. That was Raftis for two. And Alau. So we see most of the starters for the Eagles probably done for the day with this advantage. Henke loses it, gets right back. And some tough contact. Mariners will have it on the near side. Here's Kingsbury working on Ehlers, trying to get around. Nowhere to go with the pass. Finally feeds it over to Ruben now. Hines tries to get it out wide to Ramirez, but quickly there was allowed to knock that one down, and there goes Henke to swat that one away on the fast break. Here he goes back the other way, gets fouled. He was ready to put something down with some authority there. But the hands, leave of Kingsbury getting in on that will send Henke to the line. It's the first one. The second one is good. It goes 2 for 2 at the line. Here's Kingsbury now again on Ehlers. Gonna go long pass up to Hines. They dish it back out to Ruben. Quick ball movement. Here's Raftis. Now top of the key for Hines. Still working on Lewis. Henke trying to get his hands in on the action. And around the back, it's the finish. And he'll go to the line. Henke will get assessed the foul there on Hines. This is that one collected by Ehlers. Ehlers shakes one defender, gets it up and off the front of the iron. Back to the Mariners as here goes Kingsbury again. Ramirez working on Alau. Around the screen, Raftis takes the three over the top of Henke, and that one off the rim and out of bounds. Jackfist will come back in for Kingsbury. Taylor's back to allow. Here's Lewis. Henke gets it inside to Ehlers. Good cut from him. Feed pass back to Lewis. That one will roll around and fall out. Rebounded by Hines. Able to get that total up for the rebounds as this second half has worn on. Staying out of foul trouble as that one poked away by Lewis, but collected by the Mariners yet again. Quick feed inside to Ramirez. And Hines dealing out the sauce. It's back down to a 30-point advantage. Allow will take a three. That one is good. And now it's 33.
You had to hit him with the sauce comment.
I had to.
Okay.
That one trying to fight for it underneath the rim. Lewis will collect it. That one rolls out of bounds, but Eagles ball. I could have made some sort of pun there about condiment, compliment. It was there.
I get it. I get it.
I thought about it. I went with the safe route. O'Hare comes back into the game, as well as Kuzniers and Matundo. Allow now. In that matchup we saw with O'Hare and Hines really worked in O'Hare's favor for just a few minutes to close out that first half. Here's Ehlers with it straight away, fade away. Rolls around and rebounded by the Mariners. Inside to Hines. Back out wide. Now driving inside. And the contact called. Rubin heading to the line.
Now Hines has been pretty good at keeping himself off of the foul sheet here as we approach the 5 minutes of the game, but at what cost? He's kept himself off the stat sheet as well with only a couple rebounds, maybe a couple points here and there. It's been pretty quiet the second half.
O'Hare coming down with that rebound. So wow. Back to Matundo. Inside, tough finish, can't get it to go. O'Hare will come down with it. Trying to work through the double team and finally fouled from behind as he will head to the stripe. Hines able to get up to 9 rebounds on the game. Again, all of them defensively, and the Mariners only having the one lone offensive rebound from Caden Horner. And that's not a stat you really want to see, not getting those second chance opportunities.
I can imagine practice tomorrow for the Mariners just working on just not even converting off those second chance points, but just being able to get those offensive rebounds, as they are harder than defensive rebounds. As you know, when you take a shot, you kind of step back a little bit, get ready to play defense in case it goes in. But you also need to be attentive there.
That one stolen by O'Hare, coming back the other way, throws it down. O'Hare with some authority is going to introduce himself to this home crowd, and they're going to love it.
Funny how I mentioned got to pay attention, and that happens. Great play by O'Hare there.
That's not the first time Hines was caught napping and gets the ball stolen. Held ball as well. Seen 3 steals out of the hands of Hines because he's not paying attention. Hines will come back out for Gibson as Carter Quiggins comes into the game as well. Tim Ziemba on the other side. Inbounded to Gibson. Five seconds to shoot, puts up a shot. That one will roll around, rebounded by Matundo. Long pass to Kuzniers, collects it inside, and that one knocked away. Gibson there to collect it. Coming back the other way are the Mariners. Ziemba, spin move inside, gets it to Gibson. Tries to drive into O'Hare. And Eagles will get the ball right back. 85-48 with 2:15 left to play in favor of the Eagles. Bryce Tackett with it now. As Matundo working around, tries to get it out to Kuzniers over the top. Does. Driving inside off the glass, gets that one to go. Tough basket. Kuzniers. The Eagles getting a chance to exercise that deep bench, and they can't seem to miss either. The heat is contagious.
Just to show how this game has gone, the Eagles are 9 points away from doubling the score of Maine Maritime.
Here's Tackett. Drives inside, turns around, off the glass, can't get it to go. Gibson with the rebound. Ziemba trying to direct some traffic. Three ball will be off the back iron, rebounded by O'Hare. Gonna slow it down a little bit. Puts up a jumper of his own. That one rolls around and rebounded by Raftis.
I have to check with our historian, Thomas Branch, to find out when the last time a win like this has happened over Maine Maritime, because it does not seem to happen for anyone, really.
Maritime always, no matter how the team looks on paper, will always give you a tough battle. They're going to play physical. That's kind of in their blood. So a win like this for the Eagles got to feel great.
Especially heading into their winter trip, heading out to Vegas in a few weeks.
And good bounce back from that 10-point loss to LaSalle on Tuesday. Driving inside, tries to get it up, won't get it. Rebounded by O'Hare. Now here's Abdulrahman. Kuzniers with it. Back out to Abdulrahman for the three. Got it! There's 90. Everybody loves it.
Hamza Abdulrahman.
Inside, floater can't go. Tackett can't save it, out of bounds. And 18 seconds left on the clock. A 42-point advantage for the Eagles. The final seconds of this one, a three ball drained by Gibson. And here's Tackett, who's going to take it up the court, dribble it out. See if he wants to take something right at the buzzer. Doesn't look like it.
Well, push up to 40.
He'll let this one go out, and the Eagles, with a commanding advantage, are going to take this one 90-51 over the Mariners, improving to 3-0 in North Atlantic Conference play, 8-1 overall. They're going to be on the road next against MIT on Monday at 5:30. That's going to be another big game for these boys after bouncing back with that loss in a big fashion. A huge conference win for the boys in white. For Zethan Moss, Ryan Barnes, this has been a great one to call. Stay tuned for the women's game in just about a half an hour at 7:30. They'll be facing off against the Mariners as well. Once again, on Husson Eagles Sports Network, I want to thank you for tuning in today.